big shout out. Well, Bobby, the question is, there has been a raging debate on nepotism even more after Sushant's death. As someone who is from a film family, how do you perceive the insider-outsider divide? Your son might want to be an actor tomorrow. How do you weigh this debate?
You know, my father is the biggest example of an outsider. My father was a son of a teacher. He wanted to be an actor. He ran away from home and came to Mumbai, struggled for so many years till he got work. But he never gave up because it's always going to be difficult for an outsider to come into this industry because no, he has no one he knows in the industry, and it's always going to be the case. So I think even if my father ran away from home and tried to become a doctor, he would have found it difficult. If he ran away from home and tried to do some other profession, it would have been difficult because such is life. But, and I also agree that for a child born in a family from the same profession, it'll always be easy for the first step into his professional life. So definitely, yes, my dad gave me the opportunity to become an actor. He made a film for me. But after that, it was my work that spoke for me. I mean, if I was not good enough, people didn't connect with me, they would have not watched my movies. And also, there have been a lot of actors who have been star kids and they never made it. You don't even remember their names. So I think your hard work pays off eventually. And my only advice to all the youngsters trying to get into this industry or from the outside or from the inside is that never give up, you know. If you give up, if you keep crying for luck, then you'll never be able to move forward. So work hard, be persistent, be focused, and your work will turn into luck. Because for the actor, it's always a struggle every day. Every day you struggle to get work, to find work. And I think amongst us all today here, I'm sure everybody has been through that phase in their life where they had to struggle to get work. And and here they are, sitting with us and doing interview. So I just say that never give up in life. You know, that's what I've learned from my mistakes. I was an insider. I went through a bad phase. You know, people stopped working with me, and kind of gave up in life. And then when I realized one day that what I was doing to myself, when I realized that no matter how powerful your family can be in the industry, they can't help you to move forward. You have to stand on your own two feet and make people notice you. It might take long because even after 3 years of not working, it was a slow process. You know, I never got films easily. I did poster boys. Nothing was moving after that, though people loved my performance in that, and so on. You know, I mean, eventually I never gave up. So I kept doing things, knocking on people's doors, meeting people, and finally things worked for me. So that's what my take is on all this. You know, but I wish everybody the best who's trying to get into this industry because it's a beautiful industry. I love this industry. It is the most awesome industry, but it is a very difficult industry to find work in. So the only mantra is never give up.
Never give up. And your hard work has paid off, and you definitely have carved a niche and got a following. Thank you, Bobby. There's one more question from Renuka from Bombay Times, and she says, related to this, many actors and star kids have had to disable their comments on social media due to this. So your take on online harassment?
You know, I think everybody has a freedom of speech. It's like when I say, the only line I can remember, beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. If someone likes something, the other person might not like the same thing. Someone might hate it, someone might love it. So comments come according to that. People have their own opinions, people have their own reasoning behind it. So if you keep, I believe I don't, get into this whole nitty gritty of going into my social media and checking who said what about me, because you never always get love, and you never always get hatred. But I'm so glad that the love I get is much more beyond the hatred I get towards me. So I'm very blessed that the people, my fans, have so much belief and love for me. And I'll always be grateful to that.
We do, and we love you. Thank you so much. Our next question is for Sachin Shroff from Peeping Moon team. Sachin, what prompted you to jump from television to OTT in a star-studded series where often a role can be overshadowed by big names?
It was only Mr. Prakash Jha, Mr. Prakash Jha, Mr. Prakash Jha.
The man with a few words there has said it all. Well, as someone else also said, "Ki kam karo," and that's what he exactly did. Kam bola, jitna bhi bola, pate ka bola. And thank you so much, Sachin. Thank you. Wishing you all the best for your role. Next question is for Prakash Jha. Uh, it comes from Narendra Joshi from Nirmal Metro. Question is that many Babas have been proved wrong and they have cheated many people. Have you given any solution for this wrong and blind faith of the people in your series?
Yes, I have made this series for that. Ashram is exactly, is the solution.
So we will find out day after tomorrow what's the solution.
We have to see all seasons to understand.
Absolutely. We look forward to it. And thank you so much, sir. Next question is for Tushar. Tushar, what is they haven't mentioned from whom and the publication. So Tushar, the question is, what's your view on these self-styled leaders who exploit people's faith? Does the fault lie with us for vesting our faith in them?
Well, good morning, everyone. Afternoon, sorry. Well, I think firstly, as Bobby sir also said, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, that's a fundamental right. And everyone is free to say or do whatever they want. So the question lies in people who follow them. And again, the idea is how much are we ready to believe in our own experiences? How much are we ready to believe in the things we observe around and then believe in people? I think somehow deep down, that's what the series is trying to say. It's about your own awareness to things around and not the blind faith. So I think at the end of the day, it's you who make your own decision. And a lot of times we make decisions very late when we go through stuff and we realize this is not the right thing to do. But more or less, the idea is how much we are ready to believe in others and how much we are ready to believe in ourselves, which actually defines where we lie. So that's all I would say to this.
Thank you so much, Tushar. Very important. Yes, self-awareness, as he said. Next question, Prakash ji ke liye hai from RJ Nupur, 94.3 My FM. Sir, आप एक्टिंग बहुत कम करते हैं, पर क्या फ्यूचर में सांड की आंख जैसा दमदार रोल अगर मिला तो करना चाहेंगे?
नहीं, उसके जैसा ही अगर रोल मिलेगा तब तो नहीं करूंगा, उससे अलग मिलेगा तो करूंगा.
अलग और उतना ही दमदार.
एक्चुअली मैंने कर भी लिया है, एक फिल्म अभी कंप्लीट हो गई है, वो अगले महीने बात करेंगे उसके बारे में, क्योंकि अभी बात आश्रम की हो रही है और वो बिल्कुल ही सांड की आंख से अलग रोल है. मुझे एक्टिंग करना अच्छा लगता है, एक नए फॉर्म ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन को सीखना अच्छा लगता है, और ये सारे जितने बढ़िया बढ़िया एक्टर आपके सामने दिख रहे हैं सबने मुझे सिखाया है. तो क्योंकि मैं सबका जूनियर हूँ, इसलिए बहुत मजा आया.
हम सब बेसब्री से इंतजार कर रहे हैं उस आपके रोल के लिए. थैंक यू सो मच एंड ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर दैट, सर. अगला सवाल फॉर अध्ययन फ्रॉम रेणुका फ्रॉम बॉम्बे टाइम्स. Adyan, you spoke of slipping into depression because of lack of good work opportunities. What has been your biggest learning lesson, and how important is the awareness on mental health?
I think the most important thing in life is to never give up. Hope and faith are two important things that I have held on to in my life, and not getting disconnected from the people who love you. Especially your parents and the few friends that you have in your life. Not everyone is your friend, and you need to understand. You need to understand that. And with me, slipping into depression was not just about my career. It was it was to do with my personal life as well. A lot of negativity which I got early on, not because of my work, because of my personal relationship, and it was very difficult for me to fight that. And especially in our industry, when people have so many opinions, and when people can just blindly pass judgments, and and when you're weak and when you're very vulnerable in your life, you start believing them. You start believing that you're probably not good enough. You probably don't know your job, and that's the reason why people are not giving you work. And I've been through all that, and I've fought all that, and it's very important in life to you're a human being, and you are going to feel certain emotions, and you are going to feel sad, and you're going to feel low, you're going to feel depressed. But you have to take each day as it comes. You have to wake up every single day, and you have to just go out there, knock on doors, without like, there was a point where I never thought, uh, I don't know if people know this, but I assisted Prakash ji when I was 17 years old, when I just come back from the New York Film Academy after I'd done my diploma in direction. And he was very kind enough to, give me a job. And he was doing a film called Dil Dosti Etc., which I was a part of. And today I'm sitting here being an actor, in his series, and it's something that I just, can't imagine, because I was coming out, from a place where people weren't giving me work, and I was knocking on doors, and they used to say, "Ha, you're good, yeah, you're a good actor, yeah," and that's all they used to say. I did so many auditions, I did so many look tests, and I didn't get the job. And they liked the look test, but they didn't give me the job because they felt I had some sort of negativity with my personal relationships and stuff like that. And you have to fight all that, and I'm just glad that now me doing ashram is not just ki log bolenge ki acha kiya hai. It's not just that. It has given me this huge boost, this huge confidence that a top director like Prakash Jha has believed in me, and till date I never asked Prakash ji, sir, how कि मैंने कैसा किया है सर show में, and I just shot for him recently, and he said, अच्छा किया तूने show में, and that is it for me. Someone like Prakash Jha telling me कि I've done a decent job in his show was the biggest booster for me. And mental awareness, coming back to the point, is very, very important. You see people committing suicide, you have to be aware, and you have to, people who love you, you have to keep them the closest, because they are the ones who will help you come out of your depression.
But bygones are bygones. Here you are, absolutely positive, and welcome to the world of abundance. And once again, wishing you all the best.
Thank you, Sachin.
Moving on to Anurita. Anurita, the question is, what was your experience like shooting in Ayodhya for the series?
Hi everyone. So nice to see everyone together today. Hi, sir. So Ayodhya, it was, it's a very simple place. Whatever we have heard about it in the history and in so many years, when we were there, people are actually very, very simple. They live in a lot of harmony with each other, and they want a lot of progress, because while going on the shoot, we had cabs and the drivers were local. So I would have conversations with them asking, what is it that you guys want? And they would end up saying that we want to grow and we want progress. We want this place to have more tourism so that we can earn our living and have a better living here, which is not there right now. So, I mean, hats off to Prakash Jha sir for, choosing Ayodhya, because when a shooting happens, it's not only the cast and the crew who go and just do their work. There's a lot of, how do you say, money that's being raised for locals also. A lot of people start working, a lot of jobs are being given out. So it's a fantastic thing. I loved it because it was cold, and I love winters. And we had all these people there shooting, coming and going, all the fantastic actors. We had a lot of fun. And yeah, the shooting was great. Yeah. That's, I think I've answered.
Thank you, Anurita, and I like your perspective about inclusivity, where it generates finances for the locals. Thank you so much. Next question is for Parinita Seth, and we read a story which said that you found it difficult to abuse on screen for this character. How difficult was it to portray a grey shade in this series?
First of all, hello everyone. And yes, it was difficult because I'm playing negative for the first time. So I had a little hitch to speak in a language like that. But I was, because my director, sir, was so sure about me, so it was a big support. And I loved it. I just loved working with this.
We look forward to it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And the next question is for Rajiv Siddhartha. Well, Rajiv, many actors refuse to be a part of a larger cast because they believe the impact may get lost. What made you say yes to this series?
As Sachin said, Prakash Jha sir, Prakash Jha sir, Prakash Jha sir. And it was, I mean, working with a legend like him, you realize why some people have such longevity in their careers, and how did they consistently produce great work throughout. Because I remember the direction he used to give us, the energy with which the instruction would come. If one is just open and listening to his, to the instruction he's giving you, you realize very organically you do the scene as he wanted and as it should have been. So, yeah, I mean, Prakash, it was fantastic to work with such great co-actors. And never once did I think, and I don't think any of the actors on this show ever thought कि बहुत सारे लोग हैं तो हमारा काम like छुप जाएगा ऐसे I mean, I don't think that thought goes in somebody's head when you're part of such a great ensemble and such a great story. So thank you.
Rajiv, all the best. And personally, मैंने आपको कई series में देखा है, so I would compliment you, and you definitely have made an impact. And wish you all the best for this one.
Thank you so much, Sachin. Thank you.
And well, due to time constraint, I think we have covered up most of the areas, but there's one last question. We have time for that one last question, which is for Prakash ji. It's from Shilajit Mitra from New Indian Express, and it says, religious blind faith is exploited as much as by politicians, as much as by babas and gurus. What are your thoughts on superstition and communalism being key to Indian politics? Prakash ji?
God save us from all these ills of the society, whether it is superstition or communalism. We all know that these are, the worst things that happen to a society. I keep on talking about, the simple fact that we must love each other. We must have, compassion for each other. We must have feelings for each other. It is not a very difficult thing to do that, and दो चार जिंदगी यार हंसते खेलते निकल जाए बढ़िया, और क्या है, खामखा का हम लोग लगे रहते हैं इन चीजों में, कोई कहीं भड़काता है कोई कहीं भड़काता है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। और समझ जाए हम लोग कि जितने जीव जंतु इस दुनिया में इस धरती पर हैं और धरती के बाहर भी हैं, वो सब एक ही हैं, वो सब साथ रह सकते हैं, चल सकते हैं, सोच सकते हैं। So all I can say that, let's begin to live, let's begin to breathe, let's begin to love each other. That's it.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया sir, and हर एक लफ्ज में we can feel compassion. So thank you so much. That's a great note to end the press conference. That yes, keep that compassion alive. And with that, to the entire cast, entire crew, all the individuals behind MX original series Ashram, a big shout out and wishing you all the best. फिर से एक बार याद दिलाना चाहूंगा कि it's releasing day after tomorrow. That's on 28th of August on MX Player. That is MX original series Ashram. A big thank you to the cast and Mr. Gautam Talwar, Prakash Jaji. Thank you everybody for joining us.
Thank you.
And
thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, and thank you so much to each and every member
lot,
of media for joining us.
Best
You
of luck.
have a great day, as you know. 28th August, that is day after tomorrow. It is MX original series Ashram. This is Sachin Kumar signing off. Have a fantastic day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Sachin.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
Bye,
you,
everyone. Take care. Good luck.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.